Good morning, everybody. It is Mike over here at Growtopia. I hope everybody had a wonderful July 4th and you didn't piss your neighbors off too much with your fireworks. Well, you guys always wonder why we always tell you that you have to plant your tomatoes at a certain depth. We tell you about these hairs and these roots that come out of it and da-da-da-da-da. Well, I'm going to show you exactly why. So right now I got my plants in the greenhouse at 6:45 in the morning, and I'm transplanting my tomato plants, and as I'm pulling them out of the greenhouse, I'm seeing a perfect opportunity to show you guys what we mean about the hairs in the right amount of depth. If you look at this one here, you could see from the top of the bag to the bottom of the leaves, you could see all those vines right there, right up here. See that? So what happens is, look at all the roots it has. So this thing has a lot of roots to begin with, but it has more roots. So why is it doing that? Well, it wants a lot more structure, right? So what happens now, okay, is now I'm going to find a spot where my string is, right? This is going to be my dead center point. It's also a good time you just rip your roots out and throw them on the ground. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going down pretty deep at this point. And even if you go past the root structure and almost into where the leaves are, that's fine. Sometimes deeper is better. Look at this, I'm all the way down into sand. That's how deep I got to go for this one. I'm into my sand layer. Okay, so now I got this. I'm going to put it in, make sure that it's facing towards the string where I want it. Okay, and now we're going to backfill it. Push it down, and that's it. And don't forget to drop your tag with your tomato. And then I can come by with some clips and I can clip that tomato plant on. So in case you guys are always wondering why we always tell you to plant them at a certain depth, that's why. Now you can see ones like this one here. This one has nothing except for all the way down there. But you just get other ones. Try to carefully pull it out. Like this guy here. Look at the amount of roots on that. So this one, I'm going to have to plant it, right, a little bit further down than the last one, but not that much. So even though you lose all this height, all of this plant is going to be in the ground, and it gets a lot better root system, and they grow a lot better. And that whole area is what's going to be absorbing stuff. So then once this is all the way down into the ground, it will just start flying. So even though you look like you're losing the height of your plant, it's not the height of the plant that matters in tomatoes when you're transplanting. Don't think of that. What matters is that they're planted at the right depth, because being that they are indeterminate tomatoes, that means they constantly keep growing as long as you keep harvesting those tomatoes. Because the tomato is just its offspring that it's trying to put out there. And if you get enough of a growing season length, you can get a tomato plant that, shit, I had some of them last year that were 8 feet tall. And who knows how far they were down into the ground. So, but anyway, guys, I got to keep planting, moving along. I only got a couple more tomato plants to go, and then I got to come back through here and run all the strings, and then I got to put strings up in the air so I can see if you guys can see it. But right there, that's the right there, and my head is a sunflower, so I want to put a string coming down and pin it on there so that the sunflower doesn't get screwed up in a storm. We think the buckwheat would have like a smell to it, but it really doesn't. Nope. But I'm trying to see my future pods. Kind of hard to tell. But I harvest the tops of them, collect the seed, and then cut the rest of it down and turn it into green manure for that bed. And that bed next year gets oozy goozies in it, whatever. And then the other bed next year will get the buckwheat and so on and so forth. So anyway, guys, later. That's it for Mike over here at Growtopia. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family, and get out there and grow something. I got frickin' there's like one fly that won't leave me alone. Later.